Don't break it now. I told you just leave it. You'll break it afterwards. Yeah. Right, and then
technically to make it
remember, in the wild it doesn't have to look very, very neat. It's fine as long as you get the principle going. So what that's going to do is it's going to keep that centerpiece down, you see. You can use a little bit thicker piece. Thin piece, you must use a little bit of a thicker piece there. Use a stick piece in the center also.
Yeah. Basically, you need to use those ones because those ones are more strong than the thicker ones. So there you go. Under. Over.
To make a grid, let's go and put wood on the fire and test it out. Let's hope our fish is coming on alright. Right, wait there. One of you guys pick up the fish. I put that stick in there so it's easier, right? Now put your grid over that one, it's fine.
So we're getting points for doing this?
Yes, this is all part of your training. Turn it around, Samir, it's already cooked on that side. Yeah. Hey, I can't believe my boys, man. I'm so proud of you guys. Look at us.
Yeah! Musashi has been showering for how long?
Yeah, he says,
right, that's all called the fish now. You must eat it.
Eat it, Yusuf.
What's the bones? They're bone there. Look at your face like that. Why you
This one look like he's gonna jack or something.
It's not that bad.
How is it? Awesome.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's awesome.
Say that again?
It's awesome.
Yeah, you'll know.
You did it for us, guy. If this was a true survival situation, you are the hero of today.
That's awesome. Yusuf. Yes, our hero.
So you see, so basically why we left the scales on is you just gotta rip it off and get to the meat. And there's your flesh. That's your meat. That's what you're gonna be eating in a survival.
Yummy.
Enjoy your ones.
Because you cannot have somebody that you're talking about in a survival situation. You've got a group of people. You've got 20 mouths to feed. Everybody's got to play their part. You've got to break the group up. Some guys have got to go and forage and look for food, maybe berries and stuff, especially if you know what it is that you have to eat. Obviously, you can't just pick up things and just eat. There was an incident we were watching recently on one of the programs where they were talking about this guy that he saw something on the TV and it was a survival program, and in that TV that guy was eating all the leaves and whatever have you. So this guy got in his car, he went into the bush and he started eating, and he ate a combination of 3 of the most deadliest plants that you can find in the bush, and he died. Within a half an hour the man was finished. They had to find his body after a week or so in the jungle. Survival is about being careful, I told you. Yes. You don't do something that's going to put yourself at risk. You can't just go and start climbing a tree. You don't know if the branches are loose. You can't just go in an area where, you start kicking things around. You're not sure if there are snakes, there's wild scorpions, there's other insects there. But the most important thing that you got to realize as a group and as a team is everybody has a part to play. If you're eating this food, you must have contributed to this. You get what I'm saying? If you're eating this food, you must have contributed to it. That's the only way you're really going to survive. Otherwise, there's going to become, in a group that's very big, you're going to have disunity. People are going to start fighting with each other. Then this guy's going to say, hey, but I'm doing all the work and you're not doing. And then your focus is not going to go on to survival and getting out of the difficult situation. Your focus is going to now become on fighting with each other. Just remember that. The rest who's saying Musaji, come.
Oh, so you give him some big one.
Hey, lekker. Swallow
You must get out the bones.
Breakfast.
Deze is
Survival.
Say that again.
It's not. Survival sabua.
This guy is eating the bones.
Say it again.
We are eating from experience.
Yes, good.
Hey, what are you doing? Those two brothers got camouflage jackets, right? You're making a check this guy is making. That's the right way to make a tender bundle, right? Very good.
Where you get that kind of stuff?
You guys.
So where you got that from?
From there. Don't
No, that's here.
Just.
Yeah, no, that's
What are you guys using?
Let us.
using the moss of the moss of the trees and
As your tender.
dry grass.
Okay. And what are you using as your ignition?
Move them in
Potassium permanganate and glycerine.
You're using potassium permanganate and glycerin, right? Let's check. Now, why did you put a cotton wool there? Because that is more for the flint rod. But anyway, all right. See ya. That thing is very high up. Potassium permanganate and glycerin fire is going to give you a flame. So make it down. Make it down like that, right? Go easy on that thing, eh? Right. Too much. You use too much. Right, tap it lightly until you get a sort of like a little ball of permanganate that is formed there. A little bit more than it. Because that thing fell right down to the bottom. Where did you throw all the glycerine in the bottom? Right there.
Let's just make like a flat surface.
Right. There we go. We got smoke. Very, very good. And we've got flame. Now gently, I told you people. Right, your tinder is burning. Now you got to get your kindling. The best shape to put your kindling in is in a form of a teepee. So put the, yeah, right, very good. Now layer another one on there.
What's happening like this? What's happening here? What's happening with you guys' fire? Why is not operating here? You guys are not putting enough glycerine and enough potassium permanganate. Then you must blow it to keep it alight. Let's see, this light is here. Oh, these lighters are doing well here. What just got on the first go?
Yes.
What you guys made this with?
Potassium permanganate.
What you made this with?
Potassium permanganate and glycerine.
Right, lekker. You guys are getting scored on your fires. This fire is not contained. See here, the wind is blowing. Put something around the fire. Try and contain your fire. Get some bricks or some rocks and pack it around. Don't go break the uncle's wall. Just hello. You must look around. You must use your resources. See here. Fine. Go down into the bush. Go next door. Go see if you can get some. Just to cover it around there. You understand? Yeah, but you must put them back. But just see this.
start learning to become a person that keeps these kind of things with you. Right, okay, so basically what we've got here is a few very, very important survival tools. Okay, we've got, this is called a panga machete. The word panga comes from the South African word for panga. Right, they usually use it for cutting maybe grass and things like that, especially when you're in an area that's got high bush. We will be going through an area like that. Yeah, I'll be showing you exactly what you can use it for. This is called a tomahawk. It's a very, very basic tool. Not very, very strongly made, but it can be used for lots of things. You can see this particular one's got a hammer and it's got something to lift up nails. If you're ever in a situation where you come across an old broken down shack and you need to make a shelter for the night and you can't use the shack because it's A, full of ants and termites, B, it's full of chochas and whatever, if you see it's full of rotting material, you can take it apart with one tool like this here and rebuild something that will keep you sheltered for the night. Taking out the nails, you can use this here, you can take out the nails with it, you can use that to knock, you can use this to chop the wood, etc. Okay, this here is what we call a flint rod. It's made of ferrocerium. Ferrocerium is a particular kind of material that they use when you strike it. What happens when you strike it with a steel blade, right, it creates a spark because the ferrocerium gets shaved off from the edge of the blade, and when it reaches or when it gets into the air, what's there? Oxygen. What's there? Oxygen. Because of the intense heat that this ferrocerium gives off, it creates a spark. Right. This here, I wouldn't want to be caught out in a bush or in a wild situation without a good container. Now this can be a good container, this can also be a good container. Okay. Although this is a plastic bottle, you know from your previous experience, like Amara was even explaining last night, you can actually boil water in a plastic bottle. There is a way to do it. What actually happens from the science of it, you've got water filled up right to the top. Now you put this, actually the correct way is to put it suspended on the fire so that the fire is just licking it, you know like how you would lick ice cream with your tongue, right? So the fire is basically licking it, and what's happening there is the water at the bottom starts to get hot. Okay, and when something gets hot, it rises. This is the normal. What happens to water when the sun shines on it? Evaporation. Where does the water that gets evaporated go to? It doesn't go to the clouds. It becomes the clouds. Remember, it goes up to the sky. It reaches a point where it gets too cold. It condenses and it falls down. So the same thing is happening here. You've got that hot water rising, comes to the top, and because the hot water is rising, the cold water starts to go down. Okay. We call this here a convection current. Convection current means when the hot rises and the cool settles.
Bye.